Coming up on iPads in the Classroom, it's Reading Center apps.
Hi, I'm Guy Trainey.
And I'm Amanda Hall.
And this is iPads in the Classroom from Tech Edge. And before we get to our topic today, we do want to tell you that today we're filming somewhere else. We're working out of a classroom because the room we usually use, our studio, is actually being renovated. So enjoy the new surroundings and we'll be back in our studio in no time. Today we're going to talk about Reading Center apps. We have a Reading Center on East Campus, and in that center we work with struggling readers and writers. I just finished teaching there this summer, and I really wanted to share some of the apps we use. Some of those apps are apps we've discussed before, but I want to use them here to talk really about how we can use iPads to help students who are struggling with reading and writing, and some quick ways to help them move along. So let's start.
All right. First app we're going to talk about is called Audio Note. And the great thing about Audio Note is that you're able to record what the students are saying. So if I go ahead and record it, I'm starting to record what the student is saying to me, but I also can make notes down here.
And the great thing about the notes is that when you make the notes, Audio Note will also tell you when you made that note, so there's a clear timestamp. And this is fantastic to use when you're doing assessments and you're doing oral reading fluency, or you want to measure comprehension and look at students' retail. And it's hard to do all of that in real time. And this way you have a record of it. You can transfer it to your computer. You can listen to it on the device, or even you can use it for the student, him or herself, to listen to their own reading and get a sense of how fluent they are, how accurate they are. So that's a fantastic tool.
Right. So this is Audio Note. And the second app we're going to talk about is called Icard Sort. Now, Icard Sort you can use for a variety of things with your student. If you want to work with them on spelling or on certain words, you can have them and you just double tap and you can change it to whatever you want. So maybe I want to work on rhyming with my students. So I'm going to put cat in here. And so there's cat. Maybe I want to do that. So now I can have the students separate, so they have to find which rhyming words go together. So maybe cat and bat go together, but then hit doesn't go with them. So they can kind of start separating them into different piles or whatever you want to work with the student on. And then after you're done, you can share it, you can import it, you can put it on Facebook, newsletter.
And one of the features I like best about this app is the fact that if you create a good word sort or even a topic sort, or the student does, one thing to do is to share it that way. Another way is that you can actually send it to somebody else. So you can create a sort, not fully sorted, and send it to other teachers who have the same device. Or if you have one-to-one in your classroom and you want all students to have it, you don't actually have to recreate it on every machine. You can actually share it right there from one device to the other through Bluetooth or through the Wi-Fi that both machines are on. So it's really, really useful. We've actually used it where one of our students created a word sort and then blasted it to other users in the classroom. The next app I want to talk about is Dragon Dictation. And on Dragon Dictation, what you can do for a variety of reasons is dictate to the iPad. Dragon exists for other platforms as well, and it used to be quite expensive. It still exists for computers, but on the iPad it is first and foremost free, which is fantastic. And what you can do with Dragon Dictation is really speak, and Dragon will write it for you. And all you have to do for that is tap, and then you start recording, and you can see the recording levels. It tells you where to speak to get the best audio, and then when you're done, all you have to do is just tap on the screen. And what I just said shows up in text. You can edit it right here, or you can just copy and paste it into another document, so you can actually transfer. What is this good for? Well, the best use of Dragon Dictation with struggling students is usually to get them to write. So instead of starting with a writing process that sometimes scares them, sometimes they run out of ideas as they're struggling with just the physical act of writing, they can instead start by dictating and then move to editing and enhancing their writing. So it's a way to really get a lot of writing done fairly quickly and especially get them started on writing.
Right, it makes them very comfortable with writing.
And so this one is Dragon Dictation. And the last one I want to talk about this time is an app called iDiary. In iDiary, you start by registering. I will quickly do that. And the title of my diary is Learning Today. Should be probably iPads in the classroom. And you can choose your cover color. I'm going to choose this red, this nice red, fits my shirt, I think. And you can choose a picture. You can import from an album, Reading Center. And that's that. You can have music while you're writing. You can log in. And it's protected so students can feel that their information is theirs. And then we can open it and start writing. And the beautiful thing about this is just a regular writing journal, but you can do a few things. So it's trying to emulate a written journal. And what we've found over the years is that students are highly motivated by this. They have fun, they want to write, they're enjoying themselves while we always know where their journal is because it's right here. We always know how to get to it. They have some information in it. We don't have to use paper. And so all of that is rather fantastic. There is help, but you can use stickers if you really want to just play around and add something, in this case a basketball. You can draw, and there are nice drawing tools of different sizes, different colors, and most importantly, you can write and you can type the information, or you can actually use the pencil and write it in handwriting. So lots of options with iDiary. Kids seem to love it. We've had a lot of students who've spent many hours actually wanting to write. So students who were reluctant to write when they got into the reading center got all excited, and that's the one thing they wanted to get to. So that is iDiary, and these have been 4 apps that are most commonly used in our reading center, and we'll see you next time on iPads in the Classroom.